I have a story about my ballet class and about my incessant whistling. So I think I've mentioned before that I like dancing on this channel, and I also really like whistling. Actually, I don't just like it, I absentmindedly do it. Not only my incessant whistling, my odd way of being able to whistle. Because most people can whistle by pursing their lips and going, right? But I can do it with my mouth open just by using my tongue in my mouth. Right? So I don't need to move my lips. But in this ballet class that I go to, there are these two twin sisters. It's just two of them. They are twins. But these twin sisters are way better than everybody else. But they get on either side of the room because they can demonstrate all the stuff that they're trying to teach us beginners. And in between us doing things, I'll absentmindedly start whistling. So I'll just be going, looking like a completely normal person. At least as completely normal as I can appear. And that's fine, right? The only thing is that I never purse my lips to whistle whenever I'm absent-mindedly whistling, and that one of those poor twins will be standing over at the bar doing her stretches, you know, the little stuff that ballerinas do, and she's really polite, okay? Both of them are really polite, so she won't look to the side to see who's doing the whistling. She just moves her eyes over, okay? So if you're like paying attention while while I'm whistling, if you're paying attention while I'm whistling, she's over here and her eyes are just going between everybody, looking at all of their faces. It took me like 2 weeks to realize what was going on, because I was like, why is she staring at everybody's face? Because she sees all of our faces all the time. She doesn't need to keep looking. And then I realized that she only started looking whenever I started whistling. And then I thought, well, because I'm a horrible person, I might as well have some fun with this. So I would start whistling things that I'm pretty sure she would know. But I did that for probably about a month of where I was just whistling and watching her panic out of the corner of her eyes, trying to figure out who the heck is whistling. Because can you imagine going into a dance class and only on Wednesdays do you hear this whistling, but you can't see the person who's doing the whistling. All you know is that the whistling is going on. That must have been so freaky. And the worst part is, because at first you're probably thinking like, I'm going insane because it's only this day and only this time and only this class that I'm hearing all this whistling going on. But then you go and you talk to your sister who's also in the class, and then she's like, oh yeah, I hear it too. I don't care about it, but you care. You're like, I must know where it's coming from, right? And then you're staring at everybody and nobody's whistling. And there was one day, there were 5 people in that class, and that's including the sisters. So it was the sisters, it was me, one other person, and the teacher. Okay, so she only had like 3 options to choose from as to who was whistling. She knows her sister doesn't whistle in class because she's been doing it with her forever, and she could see the other person's face because that lady's face, you know, she's looking at it with the corner of her eye. She's like, she's not whistling. Then she looks at my face and she's like, well, he's not whistling because his mouth's open, and obviously you can't whistle with your mouth open. And then you got the teacher over there who's talking at the same time that the whistling's going on. I'm sorry, yes, I know I shouldn't be whistling at the same time the teacher's talking. It's a habit. I'm trying to control it. But that was the best day that I've done that whistling trick, because the panic in her face was absolutely worth all the torture that I've been putting her through. She looked so concerned, like, I'm going insane. My sister's been lying to me. All of reality is a lie. I must have an auditory, like, hearing disability. And it's like, no, you don't. But after I saw her face on that day, I was like, okay, I have some sympathy for you. I have some genuine sympathy, because you look like really kind of overly concerned about this. So whenever the class was ending, I was like, you're always looking out of the corner of your eye, trying to figure out who in the world is talking to you. And I'm here to relieve you and let you know that the person who is whistling all these times is me. And she was like, but how? You know, with a super quizzical face. And then I like this. An expression that I can only think to describe as complete and utter relief mixed with awe came across her face. I'm gonna see if I can try and replicate it. I hope that looks good because I can't actually see this little monitor right here. It's really bright, and the screen monitor is not really bright. But I did that, and it was hilarious because whenever I said it was me, and she was like, really? Her sister from the other side of the room shouted, I told you it was him. And I thought that was the funniest thing, because that's the first moment I actually realized that she had been talking to other people trying to figure out who was doing the whistling. There's something going on behind me, apparently. I'll be able to watch it in the monitor later because I'm putting it right there, see? But that was funny because like somebody else was hearing it. She had confirmation that somebody else was hearing it, but she couldn't see who it was. And her sister knew it was me, but she had not been looking at my face, because if she'd been looking at my face, she'd probably been having the same concerns as well, you know, just with nothing to show that you're whistling. Because most people, at least in Louisiana, have never seen that before. And it's hilarious, and I love having random tricks up my sleeve that nobody knows about, because I like messing with people. It's fun, you know? I don't really have much in my life going for me, but being able to confuse people, that's going for me really well. And man, I just have so many other stories to tell. And if you want to hear some of those other stories, I mean, just like check out any of my other videos and subscribe to my face, or my YouTube channel, you know, whatever it is. I forgot what I was saying, but I have more stories coming the week after next, and the week after next, and the week after next, because this will be my job one day. All right, cool. I gotta figure out which of these next stories that I have on my phone to record today, because I've got nothing else to do, so might as well.